Friends, and greetings for the day. Welcome back to another episode of our channel where we connect together on this live session to listen to your queries and help you get all the clarifications done. And certainly look forward to interact with you in terms of giving you the best interaction possible through this channel. As we, being the instructor, also like to make sure that you have all the doubts and clarifications being sorted out as a part of this particular channel, and we just want to make sure that you have a wonderful experience visiting our channel and have good support from the creator too. So, welcome aboard. Good evening and greetings for the day. And welcome to another live session of our channel. This is our 129th live session since we started doing live sessions on this channel. And we are happy and proud with a lot of people getting catered through this live session. And today again we are back as we connect every Saturday between 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. to look forward to your queries, concerns, doubts, clarifications, whatsoever you may have. Along with, if you have any kind of feedback, suggestions to make our interaction more better, we look forward to even accommodate that. So go ahead. This entire 1 hour is all yours. If you got any questions, any doubts, any clarification, feel free to drop them on the comment below and on the chat below, and we shall look forward to take it ahead from there. So, meanwhile, I think we just completed one set of Agile tester sample papers, and we got started with the set B, and we shall be completing in another 15 to 20 days of time. And we will look forward to have your suggestions on our next playlist again. And of course, we'll look forward to build a better content on this channel to make sure that everyone gets benefited. So we are also looking forward to build more content on general discussions on software testing and talks. So we just don't want to be limited to ISTQB. As many people, in fact, many of them came back to me saying that, why don't you talk otherwise? We would like to learn from you. We would like to hear from you that what are your views? What are your experience about different testing concepts? So I thought I'll parallelly work on that and build some good content over the same as well. And let's see how it goes. So we're looking forward to your support. And if you are new to this channel, do not forget to subscribe. And if you want to support our initiative of making our QA community better and more proficient, please drop a thumbs up. We will be really happy and grateful to you. Right? So let's look forward. And I think we are waiting for um, more people to join us. But unfortunately, it's another long weekend. I know many people have taken a long weekend off starting this Friday. If you're taken off, then you have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday as holiday. Or sometimes some organizations are taking off on Tuesday. So people would have taken leave on Monday and extended the weekend for sure. So not sure if we will have a really good crowd for today, but as you know, our commitment, our promises is what we need to keep here as it's a Saturday and we should be connecting live together to see if even one of you had any questions. We should look forward to answer that. So go ahead, team. If you got a question, do not hesitate. Please look forward to drop your queries on the chat. All I'm here is to give you those responses and answers to your queries, whatsoever you may have. Meanwhile, those who are new to our channel, we do have another channel where we talk about the tools. So let me anyways drop that. So one is testing in nutshell, and then we have another one which is called as technical vocabulary. Okay, so you can look forward to great contents from our side again, or even on these two channels, which belongs to me as well. And hey, Dinesh, good evening. Welcome aboard, and good to see you. We are looking forward to have questions. If you got one, do not hesitate. Let me know. So the reason I mentioned something about the long weekend is because whenever we have long weekend, we hardly see people joining in here because, of course, you are tired of working around the week and you always wait for these kind of long weekends to relax, right? And however, my sessions happen only on Saturday. So people certainly prefer to enjoy rather than working and getting their doubts clarified. This is not a fun channel. This is an education channel where we help you to learn about software testing concepts and certifications. So, of course, people want to have some of their time for themselves to maintain the work life balance, right? And that's where weekends are a little tricky to handle. I even conducted a poll to check if people wanted the sessions on weekdays or alive, but I didn't get much response. They said weekend is fine because weekdays we will be busy with work, so we will not be able to, participate and ask questions. So this is Saturday is a good time. So I continued doing Saturday itself. But again, at any point, if you think or you think that weekdays would also be a good option for doing a live session, probably just for 30 minutes or so, we can do that very well. Okay. Hey Pramod, welcome. Good to see you, man. Denise says how to deal with new project on making test cases as it is in dynamic mode. The thing is that it is functioning. Okay, so how to deal with test cases? I'm pretty not sure what we basically meant here. Dynamic mode, of course, any project is in dynamic mode, right? What do you mean by that? How to deal with a new project on making test cases? Fine, as it is in dynamic mode. The thing is, it is functional. Of course, let it be, right? Doesn't really matters what your product state, and I don't know what state that dynamic means. Probably you can tell me more about that. So writing test cases for an existing application or a new application, because you mentioned that how to deal with new project on making test cases. So basically it's more about exploration. Of course, any single applications would have the same sort of functionalities from an existing application. For example, if I'm trying to make a new application altogether for booking a flight, I may take reference of Make My Trip, Booking.com, Skyscanner, or any other website which they offer, booking of flight tickets. So my objective will be to understand what new the client wants to do here. Like, do they want a difference in the UI? Do they want a difference in the pricing details, or what exactly they want? So for me, it will be very, very important to design the test cases for this new project is basically to ask questions to the client and get more understanding about what is the product all about. I do understand what you meant by saying new project because we don't have any visualization, we don't have any understanding of what exactly the features would be. All we have is a theoretical requirement. But do not forget, any new application has a baseline, right? Even if I'm trying to make a social networking website, I have a lot of fundamentals to learn from, is like Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and I can just summarize these things up and talk to my client and say that what are you looking at? Are you looking at something like Instagram, something like Facebook, something like LinkedIn, right? So put together, there are a lot of things which I can go and ask and gather information about it. Given that a tester knows what the product expectation is, writing test cases is not a challenging job. Okay, because you don't write test cases based on the application. You write test cases based on your understanding about the requirement. Okay, nobody writes test cases on the functionality. Nobody writes the test cases on the product because you don't see the product. Okay, you write test cases on the given expectations and your understanding about those expectations. So I don't see a problem at all when you're writing test cases for a new project. All you need to do is gain better understanding, visibility to the functionalities, and how exactly the client or users are expecting that. The more you have the details about it, the better your responses will be. Okay, I hope that answers your question, Dinesh. If you have anything else, just let me know. Meanwhile, Pramod says manifesto. Okay, what is that? Interactions with the QA community around the globe over a particular company or person. Thank you. Number two, working with QA career certifications and maintaining the quality and knowledge of testers over staying at one position. Thank you. Number three, QA team collaboration with Neeraj Kumar Singh by sharing the knowledge. And number four, attending the stand-up meetings on every Saturday at 7 p.m. on YouTube over the recorded videos of the guidance for QA community. Right. Thank you. Thank you so much. I think this is again a unique flavor of the feedback, what keeps me fueled up all the time. And I would really like to extend my, warm thanks to promote that. He just comes up with something very creative to keep me happy. And I just want to tell him that, yes, I'm happy. Because when we hear these kind of feedbacks, these kind of, love from all of you, we literally feel that the amount of effort, what we are putting here, the content, what we are preparing here is really worth, right? People are happy about it, because if you are not satisfied, or if you're not delighted about this particular channel or this content, you will not say anything beyond thank you for the videos, right? So I think when people take really some effort to add good words, good statements, and a detailed feedback, it certainly makes sense to us that yes, people are just not fulfilling their dreams, but they are also happy that, let us go and tell this guy that yes, we were more than expected is what we got from this channel. So thank you, Pramod, for making these crazy statements about me. Of course, these are too much to digest, but I would accept it for the time being, because that's your love, that's your support towards me, and affection to this channel for sure. And I see you quite often dedicated every time, and I'm really really happy that there are some consistent participants on this channel. And happy always. And because this keeps me fueled up, people quite often ask me, what is your motivation? I always tell them, come to my channel and read my comments. If I open the channel dashboard every day morning, what I see is the crazy comments coming on my dashboard, and I think that makes my day. And that's how I start my day every single day. I open my YouTube studio and open the dashboard, and then I check out the comments, because it's both the ways. If people are happy, they will tell you, hey, man, this was a great job. We just succeeded. We passed the examination. You're happy. If people are not happy, that at least tells you in the morning of the day that, boss, you need to do better for them. Right? So either your day is motivating or challenging, and both the things are good. Both the things are good. That results into a good thing always, because challenging, you will achieve better goals. Motivating, you will be inspired to do something beyond the expectation. So that's how I start my day. And I think my live session also makes me happy when I see such creative feedbacks. And I'm really happy to have such people with me for sure. Okay, thank you so much, Pramod, once again. Chetan says, congratulations, Neeraj, and keep rocking. Is there any videos, definitions for the ISTQ Foundation about test cases, test condition? Exactly. I think I just wrote about my channel. So just go to this one, technical vocabulary. Okay, this is my channel itself, and you will find crisp videos about 2 to 3 minutes of time maximum. Okay, 2 to 3 minutes of time, and you will have all the glossaries, all the definitions of different keywords, what we have used in ISTQB. Many less people know about this channel, but however, we have around 1,800 subscribers on that channel. But yeah, I just I think I prepared the channel for situations like this. When people like Chetan come here and ask for this, I should have something really prepared for them so that they can go and check it out. And anyways, thank you for your wishes. Congratulations. As you said, thank you so much, Chetan. I'm really, really happy uh, for your wishes, and shall look forward to do better for everyone else. Thank you. Dinesh says, yes, that's what I meant. Thanks. It means I have to ask the client about what they exactly want and have to write that way. Exactly, that's true, Dinesh. Good, good. I could answer your question. Electrical concepts. Okay, sorry, that's how your name looks here. Hello, Neeraj. I passed foundation exam today, so can you tell me how the certificate will be received for the same? Number one, congratulations on the success. It's really good to see that you have succeeded with the examination, and I'm happy that my content was useful in your preparation. And congratulations once again on the success. The second thing, of course, the certificate will be sent to you by the body, okay, over a period of 3 to 4 weeks of time, and you will receive it over your email, and you will be notified about that. Okay, so 3 to 4 weeks of time is what you need to give them from the date of result, and within that period, you will have your certificate with you. Okay, so that's general time what they basically take, because they conduct ISTQB Foundation every single day, and they have a lot of workload with limited manpower. Okay, they don't hire a lot of people to run a big organization, because it's a small entity, and they hardly have, like, if I even put entire India together, they would have around 35 people working for ITB. And you can understand what is our population. And you can understand we are conducting every single day. That means what are the number of people taking this examination every single day, right? Across nation. So it just takes 3 to 4 weeks of time. If there's anything else, please let me know. Pramod says, can you please explain user lack of insights into their true needs, absence of global vision for the system, redundant or contradictory feature, and other miscommunications, sir? So I think there are a lot of big keywords, Pramod, let me tell you. And we are talking about manager stuff right now because generally a management is someone who should be worried about this. And certainly we look forward to have this within the team members, but generally team members are not someone who is worried about that. What are these challenges for us? A management comes over these challenges and they see that how exactly we can overcome this. So let me just give you a high level understanding of this. Of course, deep diving would take more than 2 hours to talk about it. Okay, because we do this in the advanced level trainings and customized managers training for the testing. So as you say the words, users lack of insight into their true needs, right? The first thing, my users sometimes literally do not have any idea what exactly they are looking into the products, right? And that's where Agile told us that traditional had drawbacks. Okay, traditional model had drawbacks that we did not involve the customer and we went through the written information. As you can understand yourself, that a written information is written by one person or probably a team of 5 to 6 people who have defined the requirements, but literally they have not discussed with every single user who is going to go and use it. And how about things like where customer is not the end user, right? That's another thing. Now, customer, for example, SBI, State Bank of India, is trying to place an order with Infosys to make an ATM software, where ATM software is not meant for SBI employees. It is going to be used by common people like us and you, right? So in that context, I have never discussed with 1 million people across the nation that what do you expect to have in ATM software? And as a customer from a banking segment like SBI as a bank, I'm just telling you the requirements. So of course, a user, maybe a customer sometimes doesn't have the complete visibility to what exactly they need. So Agile said, why don't we bring them together? Because as they do not have the visibility of what they want, when I start creating few features, they could look at it and tell me, okay, you know what, this is what I'm missing here. This is what I want additionally here, so that they can keep us posted with what exactly they need. Right? So that's one of the most important things. Okay, so that's first thing, that what exactly the user needs and their own understanding about the same, which is very very difficult, and the team has to really look into what you want from them, right? So as they get involved, they will see the product being built up in front of them. If they see any kind of deviation, they will look forward to come back and tell you that, okay, we could not think about this, but now I realize this is what we wanted, or this is how it should function, and so on. The second parameter, what you're talking about, is absence of global vision of the system, which is equivalent to the same thing, but absence in the sense like as a user or as a tester, this goes on both the side. Okay. As a customer, I don't know what is my entire product will be, that we call it as 360 view. If you don't visualize your product in 360, you will not be able to do it. Correct? Second, as a tester, if I don't have 360 view of my own product, I will not have that visibility at all. So in that context, it is very important. Anybody who is interacting with the product in terms of giving the requirement or in terms of testing the system, it is very important for them to have the 360 view of the product, which is the most important thing, right? If you don't know what is the product all about, you actually cannot build it, you can't even test it. So this applies to both of them. Second, if we talk about the redundancy or contradictory features and other miscommunications, these are just due to the gaps between the team members, or I would say more of like, no review. We are talking about static testing in our syllabus, or we are also talking about a concept that shifting left the testing. That means prioritizing the testing efforts and preventing the defects rather than finding defects. I think someone just messaged me 2 days back that the new syllabus says does not talk about static testing. I said it talks, but it just changed the meaning or the name of that and calling it as shift left now. I think the whole world. There are many people on internet today who are talking about shift left, shift left, shift left, and saying it's not about finding defects today. It's more about preventing defects. I just want to ask all these guys one question, and we are talking about very experts, okay? Very intelligent and experienced people. Come on. 20 years ago, when ISTQB said that we want to do static testing, where were you? Were you sleeping? Static testing is in existence for a long time. It's just that none of you just thought about it, right? And today, if it is just renamed with a revamped name and a crazy word called as shift left, everyone is talking about it, and they want to do review, which is exactly the same thing. Okay, so yes, it is to overcome the redundancy and contradictory features and miscommunications. We need to sit together, talk about it, review it, and eliminate that. Right. So these are, I think, answer to the three things what you asked me. I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions, please let me know. Dinesh says, what is the collaboration or say coordination or role of a tester with DevOps guys? Um, I don't really think you have any kind of coordination and cooperation with DevOps at all, because DevOps guys are skipping the testing. To be frank, they just talk about development and operations directly. Okay, they're skipping the queue. And your collaboration with DevOps would be more to see that if your code has been migrated from the dev environment to the testing environment, as far as you have your pipeline up to the mark, you would find your newly built code into the QA environment and you can go ahead and test. If it comes to SIT, you still have to talk to the DevOps guy because they are the one who create the CI pipeline. If in case you don't get the right build delivered to you in your environments, you just have to ask this person that where is my code? Where is my build? What I have to test, right? So it's all about moving things. Like when the developer checks in a code from the development environment, I should find it in the QA environment to test. So that's only the thing what you can talk to DevOps, and it does not do anything else. Yeah, you can talk about the release notes, you can talk about the version, the build version. So DevOps guys take care of all that. So tomorrow, if you're testing something and you're probably not sure about which version are you testing for the build, then you can talk to your DevOps to ask them that, hey, tell me which is the release number and what's the release notes for that. If I don't have the release notes, it probably doesn't make any sense to me that what's new in this version compared to the previous. So these are the things what you can really talk to the DevOps, and that should do the job. Okay, so Chetan says, thanks. Can you please explain question number 18 in sample exam set A from ISTQB website related to checklist? How to solve this question? I think I don't even have to look at the question because it's been asked so many times. Let me just tell you what exactly happened because, of course, I cannot present my screen on this live session. I can only present my face and talk to all of you. So, Chetan, just for your understanding, in that question, they gave you 4 points, if you remember, right? Or if you're looking at the question yourself. They said, I don't remember all the 4 points to be frank, but I remember the context. They gave 4 elements that you should have the owner of each document, you should know when it should happen, and a few other 2 points. Then they gave you a passage where they told you that who is creating what is the next, who is responsible for that. So they have given ownership for everything. But if you see at the end, they say that which one of the criteria of the checklist is not fulfilled, right? So in the passage, they did not tell you anywhere that who is the owner of checklist, which is first point of the checklist, which says the document should have clear ownership of who is owning it, right? Who's the owner of that document. So in that passage, what is given below the checklist, you don't have the ownership on the checklist, that who is creating it and who is managing it. But for all other activities, all other artifacts like review comments, reviewer will do it, the requirements will be written by the business analyst. It's all mentioned clearly. But for the checklist, we do not have an owner. So in that situation, we picked up the option as like the point number 1 of the checklist is not satisfied. So that's the reason, that's the answer. And trust me or not, this question has been asked by thousands of people. So I even remember that what is that question number 18 in Sate. I hope that answers your question, Chetan. If you have anything, just let me know. Pramod says, do we have any Selenium certification which is recognized worldwide of ISTQB? No, not at all. ISTQB doesn't step into anything which does not belong to them. Okay, Selenium does not belong to them. All the tools are from their respective owners, and until unless the respective owners start creating a certification examination for that, uh, that's not something which is valid, is what I believe. So if you go to ITB website, you would find something called as Selenium United, right? So that's something which is locally created. I don't have any credibility for that. Please, it's up to you. If you want to take up, that's fine. We don't have sample questions, first of all. We don't have syllabus. We just have a TOC, which does not make any sense. So people just have to do whatever they want. And I don't know, it's not even successful. So don't be under the impression that ITB is selling something called the Selenium United, DevOps United. It doesn't, it means that it is from ISTQB. No, it's a combination of ITB with Brightest, which is another body in Europe. And they both are just joining hand together to create some certifications, but they are not ISTQB certifications. Please, if anyone here is, thinking that they are ISTQB certifications, no, not at all. Okay. Mary says, sir, I passed my ISTQB CTFL last week. I just wanted to say a big thank you to you and your videos. It's a big help. Thank you so much, Mary, and it's really good to see you here on our live session. Thank you for joining us and letting us know about your results. So congratulations on your success, first of all. And indeed, it gives us a great pleasure when people join in here to take some moment and let us know right on our face that, yes, we did it. And thank you so much, because I keep reading, of course, every day, at least 50 to 100 comments. I get that we succeeded. Thank you for your videos and all that. But when people come and say that live is a different feel altogether. So first of all, thank you for making some time and joining us here. But at the same time, congratulations on the success. And we wish you all the very best for your all future endeavors. And do let us know if we can help you with anything else. Okay. So thank you for joining in. And do not forget to drop a thumbs up, guys. If you're here, you're happy with what we are doing, you just have to drop that like for YouTube algorithm to know that we are doing good job. And if you're new to this channel, please subscribe to this channel, because we really need to. I see those hundreds and hearts coming up and celebrations coming up. Thank you so much for that. It certainly means a lot, and certainly one subscription can help the channel grow. And it's more from reaching out to the rest of the community across the world, because though we are the world's best channel on internet today, but still many community, many QA members across the world don't know about our channel. Okay, so we need your help, because I cannot subscribe myself. So please do that needful. You can support me, and you can let other testers learn from here. Okay, where is that? Pramod says you will be always on fire, sir. This is me. It's whether it's a Saturday evening or Sunday morning, you will find me with the same energy. Because if you talk about testing, then I'm on fire. Because see, it's more about giving that motivation, not only the answer to someone when they ask something, right? Because we just don't want to give you A for apple, B for ball, right? We want to give you that why it is A for apple, why not something else? Okay, why B for ball? Because what you can find anywhere, you cannot find why. Why comes with an explanation, why comes with an experience, and not everyone actually tells you why, right? And I think this is one reason why people love my work, why everyone around the world is happy with my videos, because I have not told what it is alone. I've also discussed why it is. And people have got their satisfactory answers, and they don't really need to turn up. People say, why do you have only 10 people when you have 30,000 subscribers on the channel? When you do live, you hardly see 9 to 10 people joining you, because, boss, you don't need to come here to ask me any questions. These are all those people who want to at least learn more than the videos, who join our live session. But trust me, those who want to pass the examinations, They just get everything from the videos. But few people just told me that, hey, we not everyone is so masterpiece that they can just learn from the videos. What if we have some questions? And that was the first comment when I got this, and I started my first live session. Decided there that every weekend I'll spend 1 hour for those people who still have questions. Okay, and that's the reason not most of the people join here, because they get all their answers sorted right in the videos itself. Okay, that's why we never see a bigger crowd like thousands people of people joining in the live session. But I'm happy even if one person joins and says, Neeraj, I had a question, can you please answer that? And I'm like, this is why I had the live session. So yes, Pramod, that's the reason I always have to have that energy level that I can transform you into the same energy, and you feel that when he can do it, why not me? I should not be talking. Okay, so actually, what it is, let me think. It does not make sense. If you really have the knowledge, you don't have to look here and there to search for the answers. You don't have to go to Google and stop typing. Eh? You just have to tell them that you know it. So that's what it is. Okay, it inspires the other person on the other side, right? So I hope you felt the same thing, Pramod. That's why this comment, you're on fire always. Thank you so much. Mary says, sir, can you give some career path in QA? I'm currently a mid QA and I am torn between growing in management or staying as a QA. See, this is always good to proceed your career with moving on to the management side. But again, PO does not come into management for your kind of information. Scrum Master, yes, management guy. It's a project manager kind of role in Agile. Not even project, I would say. Scrum Master is more of like process manager, okay, not project manager. They really don't have stakes on deciding on the schedule or things like that. They just are worried about the team and the process what the team is following. That's it. So Scrum Master is a management role. I'm not talking about that. A technical person never becomes a Scrum Master. Okay, if you're becoming, you are putting your own head into the fire, saying that I want to die. Okay, so a technical person never turns into a Scrum Master. Trust me. You are technically strong, then utilize your powers and your knowledge. PO is a technical role because with technology, you have skills of convincing client, trying to understand the requirement, bridging the gap between the customer and the team. So not everyone has those capabilities. You need to have that energy, you need to have that power, you need to have that communication, the presentation that you can go and impress the client and convince them sometime when your team is not delivering something, right? So it's just not about getting the requirement and giving the team with the requirements. It's also about when your team is not doing good, you try to convince the client in a way that client feels, oh my God, I have to give him some time. Okay. So Mary, I think from that point of time, PO, becoming a PO is not a harm over a period of time. You can certainly look forward to become a PO because it requires more additional skills over being a QA. But even in QA, you can look forward to become an automation tester or look forward to become more of like technical lead, a testing consultant. There is a career path in that as well. But in case you are getting an opportunity to become a PO, you can also look forward to that. So now it's your interest. My job here is to tell you what are both the directions, where they will take you. And I always leave the decision on the person who is asking that question. You can look forward to become a PO and take over the technical delivery, technical lead, or senior technical consultant, right? You can always be in technology. Don't leave your technology. And in QA, you can even look forward to become more about the technical consultant from the testing point of view. And again, a tester does not remain tester forever. They always learn about what is, the technology, the development, and what many other things. I hope that answers your question, Mary. Let me know if you have anything else. Chetan says, speechless. You are master in ISTQB. Yeah, I'm master, you know, the master, the teacher of ISTQB. Not master yet. Have to learn a lot. Yes. Testing is an ocean. Okay, until unless you experience, you cannot say that you are a master. So there are so many things which really have to be learned. And until you face those challenges, you cannot say that you have experienced it. So I'm still not that master, but yes, when you talk about teacher, yes, I'm that master for sure, educating people, but I'm yet to master the skills of testing. Okay, but thank you so much for your kind words. It certainly makes a lot of sense. Jayashree says, tomorrow I'm taking IST exam for the first time. Please guide me. I'm prepared pretty well. Mock question papers I solved. I qualified most. Will that help? Yes, Jayashree, for sure. If you have been through all the content, of course, prepared well, then I think all you have to have is the confidence, which I see, I think, in your message already. So you don't need anything else. And I think being a part of this live session for some time, you would have already understood that what we do here, right? So we just give that energy and motivation to people that they think that we are proud of being a QA and we have all the support what we need. So trust me, if you think you have been through and your mock papers are giving you good qualifying outcomes and you think, yes, I'm confident about it, go ahead and take it up. I wish you all the very best for your examination and I'll be really happy to see your result. Okay? Do come back and let us know what just happened in your examination. You don't need anything else. Don't make it complicated. It's just about your confidence and the knowledge on the content. If you have that, all you need is just go and write it. That's it. Okay? So all the very best, Jashri, and thank you for being here. Pramod says, can you please guide about QA architect? I don't know if the question is meaningful, but getting higher positions, please name them. So I think that I answered already, Pramod. We have a career path as QA manager or QA consultant or QA director. So you do have good demand of from a technology perspective or from a domain perspective. If you're a generic tester, then it might just be limited. Okay. But if you're a domain tester, like if you're a mobile application tester, you are an automotive tester, you are a banking tester, then you have a great scope for sure. So of course, someone should look forward to get into the technical side and domain side and catch one domain. Let it be anything like telecommunication, banking, healthcare, aviation, automotive, mobile, performance, whatsoever. Just catch one of them. Don't be a generic functional tester. That does not give you any career path. Okay. In order to become a test manager, a manager should know everything about an application, be it functional or non-functional. And in order to become a consultant, like you should be someone where the companies are inviting you, please come and tell my team what to test, right? You need that technology, that domain. So in order to proceed, you should always have um, the technology, the domain, what you need to work upon, and that should do the job. So there's nothing called as Q architect, but we do have test automation architect because they build automation solutions within the organization. That means setting up the tool, reporting, automating the triggers with the pipeline of the check-in. Every time a code is checked in, then there's a bundle test which should be executed. Regression should be triggered. So we do have test automation architects, but nothing as such like QA architect is a role. But this is the journey further, where the definitions and designations can be defined like this. You can become a QA manager, you can become a QA consultant or domain specific test director. Okay, so look forward to that. Dinesh says, from a manual QA to QA engineer on 80% manual, 20% automation, what can be expected questions can be asked? I think being an experience, they will not ask you anything much. They will ask you pressurize on the 20% part still, because for manual we just have the definitions. They will ask you to write some test cases. They would ask you, what do you do when you get a defect? How do you manage a defect? What are the details which you capture? So they will give you real time scenarios. You are not a fresher, Dinesh. You are an experienced person, right? So they will always ask you questions related to real time scenario, that your developer is not responding, what should I do, right? How will you collaborate? And they're not ready to accept the defect, what will be your strategy, what will be your approach to get the result sorted out? You have seen that most of the team members are not supportive towards QA side. What is your input? How would you let the management know that we need help, we need attention, right? So they will only ask you real time scenario based questions. If you say 80% manual, 20% automation, but that 20% still be pressurized, because You may be asked for 80% manual, but the reality is they want you to do automation over a period of time, right? So they will still insist on some of the things from the automation point of view. But if you say still that what if it is just manual, then it will not be definitions. We ask definitions to the freshers, not to the experienced. Okay. So for the experienced people, we check their experience, what they have. So we'll ask them scenario-based questions. What happens if this kind of thing, a situation take place like this? Being a senior engineer, what would you do? Okay, one of your new source is not happy with you. What would you do in that case? This person doesn't know how to write test cases. He lied in interview. Will you just throw him out or go and complain to your manager? No, you will take your additional time to educate him, probably bring him into the calls and discussions, ask him to get into the review calls so that he can learn and grasp without letting anybody know. That shows your team skills and leadership qualities, right? So always show based on your designation that what kind of role, what kind of designation are you getting interviewed for, and you have to behave according to that. I hope that answers your question, Dinesh. Let me know if anything is missing. Ashi says, Dear sir, many thanks for your support that you give to the people. What are the test management level certifications available and how to proceed with preparation and certification? Sorry, Ashish, first of all, I have a lot of things and I have to answer, so sorry to keep you on hold. For the test management, we have first at the advanced level, we have test manager certification, which you can take up. And once you're done with the test manager certification, you can look forward to the next level, which is expert level. And you can even look forward to get certified with the test process and test management also. Like there are operational management and a lot of other things. So we have 5 certifications related to management, which you can take up, but only after the advanced level. So you have to start with test manager first. Once you're through with that, then you can look forward to expert level certifications, and that would those are the set of certifications what we have. So we have around 6 certifications, including test manager from the advanced level. Okay, and thank you so much for your compliments. Certainly means a lot to me for sure. Yeah, this is what we do on the channel. Thank you. Maddie says, "Thank you, sir. I will take note of everything you said with every decisions I make in my career growth." Thank you. Good to see that. Dinesh says, "What is the pathway to be on your path?" Hey, guy, I'm not sure where exactly you are at. Even I promised Promote that I'll catch up with him, but trust me, after 1.5 months, today is the day when I got a week off. Okay, trust me, Nav. And I'm again looking at my calendar right now. If you look at my calendar, you can't see my calendar. I don't want to show you because if you look at that, you will cry. Okay, so not even a weekend. All the dates from last 1.5 months is striked off. Literally, after 40 days, I got my first holiday today, which is Saturday. Okay. And you can understand, right? So my path is not so good. I promised Pramod also that Pramod just works close to my house. And I promised him that I'll make up some time to catch up with you in person and talk to you. And Dinesh, I think probably you are somewhere in the north in your place. So I really, to be on my path, you have to forget yourself for a moment and just be the person who only works for someone else. Okay, like for your community, for your people, and you will have all the passion, all the energy within, and you would automatically keep exploring. Because see, one simple incident I'll tell you here. When I started doing trainings, I had many questions which I could not answer. The very first session of my life which I took, I literally felt very bad on the day one because I could not answer many questions which were asked by the participant because I was just prepared for the content. I didn't really, had so much of experience with me that I could answer all my questions, right? All the people's question. And from those questions, I started building up my experience and getting the answers. But next day, I got another set of questions, which I never prepared for again. So let me tell you, the energy level, the knowledge, what you think, like without referring anything, I'm answering like this and talking for 60 minutes nonstop is not a one-day effort, or it's not a thing like what lecturers and professor do, who prepare on a chapter and come to the session and deliver that. right? This is all that which has come from different participants from, you know, 600 plus sessions across the world, which we are retaining together, and we just make it happen, right? And I'm not saying that nobody else can do it. I'm legend or I'm genius or something. Anybody can do it. But if you have this sort of dedication that you're not going to work for yourself, you're working for people and educate them and guide them and make them better than what they are today, you are actually making yourself better. Because in order to answer a question, you are also learning so that you can answer somebody when they get stuck. Like, I'm not, do you think this thing is scripted? This is not Big Boss, and this is not a news channel, which is scripted, right? This comes live. This is a live session. People can ask me anything, whatever they have. And I think I'm not supposed to, look at these questions in advance and prepare well and then play a video here. So that requires that vast experience which you have, which you gain over years. Okay, it does not happen in a day, not in a week. So if you start today, let me tell you, it just will take some time, but it will happen. So if you want to be on my path, I remember your question for sure. You want to become a trainer. Let me tell you, you just have to start building up your knowledge in a way that you can answer any question which comes to you. Initially, you're going to face challenge. I do remember I did not reply to your mail. Okay, I'm so sorry about that, because as I told, the reason first I told you that today I got my first leave, okay, first holiday, is because of that, because I didn't reply to your mail. Sorry about that. So the pathway to become an instructor is, of course, to get started with some sessions. You can always pick up institutes, okay, to get started, because you can do a trial and error there. Because there, if you go wrong, people will not feel bad. They would say, okay, I'm still an institute. I'm not taking a corporate trainer where I'm, expecting too much, right? So you can always get started, make mistakes there, but learn from all your mistakes is very important. And as you get some good confidence from there, because in institutes, you get one or two participants in a batch, okay, but in corporate you get 30 students in a batch, 25 to 30 students in a batch. So always start with small scale things, right? So you can get into a part-time training and try your luck there, try your understanding there, your experience there. Let it be having failures, I don't care, because failure turns things into success, right? So have the challenges. See that what is that the question you could not answer. Tell them upfront that I'll get back to you tomorrow. Never mind. Nobody minds. Okay? But come back and just explore about it. Try to retain this, that this is not only for this guy. Tomorrow, after 5 years, somebody else also asked me, I have this experience. Right? If I'm asked for anything related to my past, I can tell you the whole story of 14 years. And someone recommended me that please write a bio on yourself. I'm not a legend yet. I'll do that probably when I achieve some great success. I'll certainly do that. So, Dinesh, the career you can start becoming an instructor or consultant like me is by facing the challenges. So, get started with a small institute. Probably you can not, if you don't want to go to institute, you can even start online. You have platform like Urban Pro, okay, Urban Pro, where you can do one-to-one sessions. There are many people who are looking for sessions, and there are many instructors who are providing one-to-one sessions. So you can get started from there, make mistakes, learn from your mistakes. When you have the confidence, knock my door, okay? Because my calendar is full. I'm offering my trainings to other people's. So you're always welcome, because we want to build a team. As I told you, we are looking forward to people who are dedicated and professional instructors. We don't want people who um, do it as a part time. Okay. We want people who are really serious about their work. Okay. So you can be one of them. If you're really interested to work with me, I'll be happy to have you. Okay. Let me know, Dinesh, if you have anything else. Jeshri says, thank you very much, so for your support. Good to see. Thank you. Rashmi says, hi, sir. I've completed your ISTQB test manager course on YouTube, but I'm a bit nervous to take the exam because while taking mock test, I'm a bit confused with the options. Please suggest some tips, sir. Um, I'm so sorry to say, but this is what the reality is. For test manager, it's all your intuition, all your knowledge, all your experience, what you've gained for the previous few years, what you've worked in the industry. Okay. There are no tips, no tricks for test manager. If you have been through my um, tutorials, they would have already given you all the tips, what you really need to have. That means how to tackle a particular situation, what to think about. The very first tip, if I remember, I told in my video is that behave like a test manager. If in case you're getting confused with your answer, let me tell you, you are thinking like a tester. You're not thinking like a test manager. That's the only reason why you would get confused, or anyone, including me, would get confused with this examination, is because if I'm not thinking like a test manager. So trust me, you're not behaving like a manager. That's the reason you're getting confused. Think like a decision maker. Think like a controller. Think like a director. Think like a manager. You will be able to differentiate between that. If I'm the manager, what I'm supposed to do at this point of time. Okay. Rest. Trust me. You don't have to be scared of. You don't have to be nervous of anything. If you have really been through videos and you think you understood what I have conveyed you in those videos, then literally you will be able to make it. But again, don't be overconfident, right? I don't want to build that in you. I want to remind you that you have to be, you know as a good manager when you're trying to learn things or trying to answer a question. Don't think like a tester. Many people many people have done that mistake, and they lost the exam. Okay. So that's one final tip what I can give you at this point of time. And there's nothing else what you need, trust me. Many people, you could see the comments below that, I'm sure. Many people who said that the videos were awesome and we could do it without any kind of support. Test manager. Okay. So you can also do it, Rashmi. All the best. Let me know if you have anything else. Pramod says, my friend attended an interview which there is a company logo which having the colors more than one. How can you automate them? Can you please answer this? See, what you're talking about, no, the only thing what I'm thinking about is why this question. When it comes to automation, you know that there is a checkpoint, there is a assertion, there's a validation step, and the validation step cannot be done for colors. It is basically, when it comes to image, it's always about the pixels. So if your image is 740 by 680, you multiply both the numbers, you get the number of pixels, and image checkpoint is all about each pixel. And if any pixel has a difference between the expected and actual, your result will fail. You cannot compare the colors, trust me, using automations. Automation doesn't have that capability. In fact, some of the tools, only the paid commercial tools, have this image checkpoint also. Selenium doesn't have an image checkpoint. Okay. It needs the third party tool to do that. And that's different altogether. So UFT, Tosca, and UiPath, that sort of thing. If you want you talk about that, I can tell you, yeah, they have inbuilt image checkpoint, and they can measure each pixel of the image and tell you that if the image is different or same, and they can pass your failure test. But otherwise, when it comes to these kind of things, we don't have any solutions from automation. Automation doesn't have any capability to cross check the colors and tell you if there were four colors in the same place or not. Okay. So we do it manually. Same way for CAPTCHA. When it comes to CAPTCHA, like which of these tiles have bridges, which of these tiles have taxi, which of these tiles have zebra crossing, we do it manually. There's no automation for that. So automation tools do not have these capabilities. Now we want to be uniquely recognized in the world like the user. Please welcome, Pramod. You're welcome to the family. Pramod says, can you please tell how much years of experience in QA sir do you hold? I have 14 years of experience, 1 4. 14 years. I started training after 3 years of my experience. So you can say 11 years core into training and 3 years onto desk. But I worked even after that sometimes. During lockdown, I was working with a company and doing training as well. So, yeah. What is it? Trend. Welcome back, guy. Do you know about automation testing technology in Vietnam, sir? Automation testing technology? The tools are same for entire world trend. It's not dependent on country or limited to a company. So the tools pretty much remain the same. It's just that what your company prefers to use depending on the technology used by your product. So again, this matters like what is your application all about. If your application is built on Java, Python, Citrix, Sybil, Salesforce, SAP, whatnot. So there are different languages, different platforms, and it's just like, going to be making sure that which technology, which tool has the capability to test that. That's what something is important. So it's not about the country specifications. um, it just goes with what exactly your company and your product is all about, and you choose a product or tool to do the automation. So I'm not sure, if Vietnam has any particular exception or they decide anything in particular, but there are no country specific technologies is always common throughout the world. Java remains Java for everyone in the world. Python remains Python for everyone in the world. So it's nothing specific to Vietnam or India or Pakistan or any other country. So it's just the same. Whatever you're going to learn on internet today will be pretty much applicable for your product as well. Dinesh says, okay, sir, thanks a lot. And please don't be sorry about not responding. I can understand about busy schedule. No, it's not about busy schedule. It's always like not getting back to someone on time, right? Say, for example, if somebody says, like, rush me that I'm writing examination after 2 days, and what if I reply after 4 days? That doesn't make any sense. So, commitment, right? So I was sorry for the commitment, not for the response. But yeah, of course, I can always give reason, and people will also agree with your kindness. I totally understand. You will always be happy to say that no, sir, no problem at all. We are still happy with you. But there is something what I feel at my side that yeah, something is waiting for some time. And when you have given some words to your people, you make some promise to your people, you should also fulfill. But trust me, I keep responding to a lot of emails, and just last week I responded to a person twice. He even dropped me a message on LinkedIn and also emailed me on my email, and that was a quick one. He just wanted something as a solution, so I responded at both the places. So he already replied me saying that thank you for the response on LinkedIn, and then I even replied without, because the names are different, right? On email something else was there. Then he replied by saying that, sir, I'm the same guy. You already responded back to me on LinkedIn. And I was like, okay, fine, no problem. Because this was urgent, I had to respond. So thank for your kindness, Dinesh. But yeah, I think now I've already answered you, but I'll just see if I have some time tonight or tomorrow. I'll just frame it in the same thing on the email and send it back to you. Pramod says, yeah, don't forget to drop a thumbs up, team, if you're new. And please do subscribe to the channel. We need your support to make this channel bigger and wider to our different audience across the world. Though this channel is already the best on the planet right now, but sometimes YouTube does not understand that. Okay, Pramod says you're presently 32 and you started your career at the age of 18, sir. And I'm not 32, I'm 35. Yeah, 34, 33 something. Yeah. Oh, how much? Well, I'm born in 89. So you can calculate for I'm 89 and I had my birthday yesterday. So I just completed how many years it is? 34. Yeah, 34. It's not 32. So it was, I completed 34 yesterday. 15th September, Engineers Day is my birthday. World's Engineers Day. It's a good day to be born on. 15th September. Okay. How can I overcome the difficulties when I am jobless for nearly 3 months after graduate from university, sir? I have no experience and no HR called me for interview for intermediate or fresher. I'm 22. I think, do you think 22 is too late? I'm so sad and cry when I have no job. No, you don't really have to be. Trust me. It's not that. People take, different, um, time interval to get a job. I had one of my follower, one of my listener, who in fact waited for 1.5 years to get his dream job. Not basically dream job, getting the first job itself, and he was also a graduate from the industry. It's I think one, even your situations in the countries right now, which are little tricky these days. So it would take some time. So you need to just have patience. Trust me, and things will be okay. But at 22, people generally start their career. But it's always a dream of any graduate that I should have a job to get started so that I don't have to be idle. But it's always okay. Okay, it's not that like everybody gets a job right on the final day of their graduation. but people do wait for some time to even get joining letters or sometimes get shortlisted for an interview or have an offer letter in their hand. So it's not like everyone should have, and then it is always good. If you don't have a job, you're useless or you're hopeless. Not at all. Generous, genius people take their own time to get their own job. Okay, I would make it in that sense. This is not at all wrong, my friend. Tran, you need to be highly motivated because you need that motivational energy to crack the interviews yet to get your first job, right? So not there's no point being sad. There's no point crying when you're having no job or something. It's very very natural. Trust me, India has more problem related to this. Okay, it's not about Vietnam at all. Even in India, we do face the similar problems. There are at least 35 lakh engineers graduating every year. Do you understand 35 lakhs? Which is like 350,000. No, no, it's like 3.5 million, right? So can you imagine? There are so many people getting graduate. And do you think we have so many jobs? We have only 25% jobs open in the market for freshers. What do you think? What happened to 75% people? They go jobless? No. They either switch industries, they move on to different domain, but they get started because they know they have the complete power to decide their future. People like me who graduated in mechanical industry but we got into IT. Why? Because I knew mechanical would never serve me, or probably I will take a long time to get a job, or I may not have all that fulfillments done with that particular job. So I wanted to grow up and move on with no more technology and more challenges. I immediately swapped from mechanical to IT, that is software industry. And today, people who hear about that, they always get surprised that how is it even possible? A mechanical guy, 4 years of graduation in machines, is talking about technology so fluently. It's your passion, right? So the 75% people who don't have job in the market, they decide some other options and they get into that. So not to worry about. This is not the age, and I'm not trying to divert you that look for something else. No, you can just give them some time. Things will be okay, and you will certainly bet. Just don't lose hopes. When you feel sad, you lose hope basically. Okay, just don't lose hope. Keep trying, keep exploring, keep approaching organizations, and it takes that effort, my friend. During that time, we have went, in fact, door to door in different companies our time to drop our resumes like a salesman. We went door to door to the companies to drop our resume that if you have any opening for us, like a sales executive. Can you believe that? And still we didn't get a call back. But we never lost that hope. And you're talking to me today through this channel, right? So you don't really have to be sad about it at all. All you have to have that is that motivation always that when the time comes, I should not lack anything. Okay? Be it a month, be it 2 months, 3 months. When that opportunity knocks your door, that, hey, Tran, you're invited for an interview, and you spend your 3 months crying, feeling sad, how will you answer that interview when you got that opportunity? Okay? So just every day, keep preparing that, okay, whenever the opportunity comes, I just can't let that go. I can't skip that. Okay? So I want you to tell that one thing that you are not idle, you're not jobless. You are preparing for that opportunity which you can't let go. Simple. I hope that makes sense. Please let me know. Okay. Rashmi says, yes, sir, you are true. I will start think from test manager point of view. See, I know certainly I've dealt with so many people, but please, good that you accept and you are working on it. I wish you all the very best, Rashmi. Please feel free to let me know if you have anything else. Okay. Sasu says, belated happy birthday, sir. Thank you so much for your best wishes. In fact, my whole internet, including my WhatsApp and all that, is all flooded this time. And I was really, really happy to see that we have a big world. Okay. So thank you so much for your feedback. The best wishes. Pramod says, thanks for inspiration, sir. Look at this trend. You are worried about your job and other people's are getting motivated because of you. Be happy about that. You are actually spreading motivation among other people also, right? So keep up the good job, Tran. You will be able to do it. And I'm still here every Saturday or even weekdays. Reach me out on the LinkedIn if you think you're getting low, you want to talk to me, please let me know. We'll have a one-to-one call. We will sort things out. Okay. Probably I cannot get you a job in Vietnam, but at least we can talk and help you. That I can do for sure. That I can promise you. I never leave at least those people who are feeling a little low because they are the one who need me most. Okay. And I certainly put my effort there. Pramod says, sir, do you recommend the first at ISTQB advanced level or specialized tester? Sir, uh, I would suggest a specialized tester because if you're already manager, you think you are on top of the mountain. So you don't think anything else as important. So go for specialization first and then look forward to become manager because when you say yourself as a test manager certified, then you need to know what specializations are under you, right? Because someone will come and just ask you a question and you should be able to answer. Okay? Right. Tran says, thank you very much, sir. I have more motivations from you. That's all my job is all about. Thank you. Good to see that you are smiling now. Just keep smiling and keep working on it. Just keep preparing. You're not jobless. Remember one thing, you are preparing for your opportunity, which you can't afford to lose. Simple. Okay? So you are engaged, you are busy. Anyways, we didn't see the time. It's already over six than our committed time. But indeed, when the sessions are interesting, when we are talking about something serious, we don't really keep an eye on the time. But it's just that there are many other commitments which we have to take care of, so we have to say goodbye. So as everything comes, good things comes to an end, so this live session is. So I want to thank you once again, all the participants here, all the listeners of our live session, that we are happy that you could take some time out and join us. Thank you for your thumbs ups. If you're new, you have subscribed to the channel, thank you for becoming a subscriber. We are really happy to have you on our channel, and we shall look forward to serve you, assist you as much as possible. Right? Do spread the word in your QA community with your colleagues, your companies, that there's a channel which can help you to assist better. And every Saturday, 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., we connect together, Indian Standard Time, and we look forward to listening to you and answering your queries. So that's all from this particular live session team. Should you have anything else, feel free to comment below. I'm always there to address your queries and answer them well. Till then, keep learning, keep exploring, keep understanding the context. Thanks for joining the live session team, and happy learning. Take care. See you next Saturday. Until then, enjoy. Have fun. Enjoy our weekend. Take care. Bye bye.